Hello? Hello? Testing. Extra, extra. Read all about it. SJ Everyday News coming right at y'all. Okay, all right. This is my new channel. For y'all don't know, I'm Sakina Jones. I got a couple of channels on YouTube. I'm a content creator on YouTube. And this channel is called SJ Everyday News. New talent, new raw talent. We're going to be hitting the streets. We're going to be having live screen, green screen. We're going to be doing it up. Y'all can voice your opinion on this channel as also of my other channel, Sakina Jones Speak Up channel. But y'all could just type in Sakina Jones. I'm going to add the Speak Up, but it is called Sakina Jones Speak Up channel. I got another channel, health channel called Dialysis 101. We're going to be doing live on that soon. All about health, chronic illness. But this right here is my first live or my second, well, actually my third channel, but the first time I'm going live on another channel, which is mine. And I want y'all to support, join in. I'm about to type it in on my other channel so people can come on over. It's 3 o'clock in the evening. People probably getting off work. People probably watching the game. Or the game come on Sunday. I don't know. I'm not a football fan, but I like the Eagles. Anyway, getting back to what I'm saying. Any kind of news all over worldwide, right in my front door, from my front door all the way to Mexico, all the way over to Brazil and back. If I can get it, I'm going to give it to y'all on SJ Everyday News. Okay, if you're feeling generous, don't forget, please hit that Cash App up on money sign, lowercase letter, S Jones 101, need a kidney. Holler at your girl. Let's get into it. Give me about a minute so I could just type this in. I don't want to be rude. So I got to use my other phone to type this in. What's up, bro? I'm about to put it on my other channel now for people to see that I'm on. I was just rushing. You know me, I'm doing a lot of shit. But what's up? I'm glad you're here to be the first one to support. I'm still trying to give, let me see something real quick. Matter of fact, I'm actually glad you is here because I want to see something real quick. Can you hear me? No, I don't want that. Hold on, bro. I want to see something real quick. See if I can put you. Oh, okay. Keep you up there. I got you up there. I'm still trying to drop a link, but I'm trying to add a. I'm trying to get, what's that thing called when you give a person a. I'm gonna have to figure out. I got my phone in my hand too. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Jesus. I'm gonna try to put them. But give me a minute, y'all, because I'm gonna put my going on YouTube and tell everybody I'm live on this channel real quick. So I'm gonna need a minute. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I wanted to get a couple of minutes before I even put it on the other channel. Because I tapped. What's this star? Still don't know what the damn star is. Right? And then guess I'll figure out. So if y'all can still hear me, because ain't nobody here yet but my bro, and support him, Realist. Anybody don't know him? Realist 100 3.0. Very educated dude and very intelligent dude. Go to his channel. He got good content up on there. He don't have bad content. He don't carry no nonsense and no bullshit on his channel. And y'all really need to support the brother. And we YouTubers, the small YouTubers, we need to do this up together. You know what I mean? We need to network off each other, build each other up, and then pay it forward and bring somebody in. So y'all go to my brother's channel. He's a real cool dude. And support him. You know? And there's other people I'm going to name too, but I'm going to give him his respect before anybody. But there's other people that I'm going to name and salute throughout and shout them out. And some small-time YouTubers, as much as subscribers as I got, or they not even up to 1,000 subscribers yet. You know, so I'll be shouting some YouTubers out, names like that, so y'all can support their channel. You know what I mean? So we can start networking together and paying it forwards and build off each other and paying it forwards. I said it backwards, but y'all know how I am. And once again, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel, SJ Everyday News. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. You know, I had a lot of deaths this year, going on. My husband, who I was with for 13 years and I have 2 kids by, passed away October during of COVID. And it's very hard because he was the backbone of this family. He was not no beta male. He was an alpha male to deal with a female like me. He was definitely an alpha male. You know what I mean? Not saying he was abusive because he wasn't. He was just an alpha male. He was Puerto Rican. And he took care of his family, you know what I mean? And he's very well missed. And you can't judge God when he bringing somebody to him. That's his call. You can't tell him who can live and die. Do I miss him? I miss him every day. Have it been a struggle? It had, but guess what? We wake up every day. Some people don't wake up every day. You see what I'm saying? So we have to be grateful and let God do his work. I want to send a shout out to the Moore family. My mother, sister, children who's older than us. My mother's sister, which is my Aunt Patsy Moore, who passed away. Pastor Patsy Moore, who passed away in 2017. And her husband, we call Uncle William, who is Reverend Moore, Christians, who passed away this morning. So that's another funeral I'll be attending. And he's in a better place. You know what I mean? Let's not take death as it being sad. We're not going to take that because we can't tell God who to leave here or not. So I want to send a shout out to my family. My condolences to y'all. You know what I mean? They were very good, respectful kids to their parents, you know what I mean? All the way to the end. They're very well like Christians and they preachers and they got things going on for them. And it's going to be a little rough for them, but it's 5 of them. And as a family that pray together, stay together. So my condolences to the Moore family. And I love y'all and thank y'all for all the help that y'all helped me out when I was going through my rough time, and y'all still helping me out. My condolences. I hope y'all get this channel, and I hope y'all subscribe to it, and I hope y'all see me giving y'all a shout out because I respect what y'all did for me and my family. Y'all still helping us. All right. Now, with that being said, let me go on here. I don't think I'm gonna create. I think I got too many channels. I'm all over the place with this YouTube thing. You feel what I mean? But y'all see the headline, right? Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Okay, hold on. Let me take the star off. All right. Y'all see the headline, and do social media raise our children? Now, we're going to get into that, but y'all know how I run my channel. And we're going to do a little something different. Do social media raise our children? Well, we're going to jump into that, but we're going to talk about other things too. But I really want to talk about this subject because my opinion, the reason why I brought that title up, my opinion is these young rappers killing each other. It's out of hand. It's getting out of hand. Where I'm at, they're killing each other all over the streets. They definitely in the news, these young kids. These young rappers that is the same age as these young kids don't understand that they're role models. You see what I'm saying? And these grown rappers, older rappers, want to play their 20s, like they still in their 20s, right? Instead of telling these young rappers, taking them up on the wing and waking them up, actually open their eyes and tell them it's not worth it because y'all killing each other. Y'all don't even see each other and fight each other and get beat up, then go back and get your guns and kill each other, which I don't condone that either. You get your ass whipped, you just get your ass whipped. Y'all just popping shit on social media to each other to prove to the whole world who's the baddest, who's the toughest, who's been through the roughest in life, who mother was out there strung out, who came from the struggle or up, and who's the realest nigga. Don't talk to me because you can get got type of shit. And that's on social media. A lot of these young rappers are killing each other because they popping shit to each other on social media. And other young kids all over the world is watching this. Rappers are a role model. And they have to accept the accountability. You came out to be a rapper, you blew up, you got hits. So now you got these young kids watching you. Now you 21, 18, 19 with hits out, 4 or 3 hits up under your belt. You walking around with 2 million, 3 million, you thinking you the shit, because when people get money, their whole image change. You don't see the humble side anymore, right? So with that being said, you got these other kids out here that's 18, 19, 20, 21 that's looking at the 21 and 18, 19-year-old rappers that's blowing up, that wants to be just like them. They just want to be just like them because they're the same age. The population of blacks killing blacks is going up, and it been like that for years. It's been like that for years, and it's getting worse and worse. And none of us, none of us, not even the big leaders, our black leaders, whoever they are, we don't even have a black leader right now. None of us is I'm not gonna say we're not trying, or there's not black leaders or black women or black or out there or preachers and stuff that's on the corners that's trying to come to a solution with these guns and this killing each other. Because I always make an example to my people. And welcome to Everyday News. Like I said, SJ Everyday News. Welcome here. Hit that Cash App up. Let me tell you, I always make an example, right? And my example, I tell my sons, right? I say, the gun won't kill this kid or this person if you don't pick it up, right? Let me put this subscribe right here. It won't, it's not gonna, you know what I mean? It's not gonna, pick it up. If you don't pick that gun, I'm sorry about that, y'all. Unprofessional. I'm sorry. If you don't pick that gun up, then that person won't die. So people kill people. You get logical common sense. If you leave the gun alone, you feel what I mean? That person wouldn't die. You pick that gun up, and within not even 5 seconds, you pull that trigger, and not even within a minute and a half to 2 minutes, and the way the bullet hit the person, that person is dead. You in jail for 21 years for about 3 minutes. 3 minutes of your action puts you in jail for about 21 years or for the rest of your life. And it's sad because we not stupid. You can play tough all you want. But within 3 or 4.5 years, you sitting in jail, or 5 years, you sitting in jail for the action that you committed by taking a life. You're sitting up there probably saying to yourself, well, damn, what the hell? Damn, I shouldn't even did it. It's not even worth it. Those one of those kids. I say you one of those kids. I say that. I said my son want to act like he want to act like I said you want to be one of those kids. You want to be sitting in jail for the rest of your life. Say, wow, it wasn't even worth it, man. I would have never touched that gun. And there's kids in there that's doing that. If you watch them scare straight, the 60 days in jail stuff, there's young kids in there to tell you it wasn't worth it. It wasn't even worth taking that young man's life, seeing his face probably every day because you killed him. Because what from I've heard, when you kill somebody, I heard you see the face every day. Every day is getting more poisoning, and you're right, bro. And it's kind of crazy because the negative is outweaving, if I'm saying it right, is outweaving the positive. And it's sad. It's outweaving the positive, and it's sad every day. And that's sad. And what makes it so poison is you have people that just want to get you out your character and just bring you in their bullshit. Well, we're not going to have that on Everyday News, SJ Everyday News. We're going to do our thing up here. And we're going to do our thing up here. We're going to weave out and point out what's good and what's not good on social media. So I ask again, is social media raising our children? Because for one, I ain't no hypocrite person. I'm not no hypocrite type of person. So my kids, my son plays, my 15-year-old, he plays the PlayStation 4. He wants to play PlayStation 5, but he's out of his mind anyway. My plays PlayStation 4. And with these new games, I'm sure y'all understand what I'm talking about. They got these earplugs. You could take the earplugs, you plug the earplugs in, and I guess you could download another young man or other people from New York City or Philadelphia or from across the town or his friend that lived over 3 streets over. They can play with each other on a game and communicate with the earphones back and forth. That's some crazy shit when I first done that. This was years. I first heard that. I said, oh my God, that's another thing. So I have to monitor that very well because my son been doing that since he was 12 and he was getting out of hand with it to the point where he must have didn't think I was in the other room and I had to go in there and I broke it down. And y'all know technology is not me. I broke it down and I broke it down and I had put parent guide on it. I had to do something, but you must have thought I wasn't in his house because you talk like a self. I had to break it down. And I'm not going to uphold my children. I'll have their back through the wall all the way down. But I will not uphold my kids if they're wrong. My young son, he's a bookworm one. My 15 one, play the game, go outside. Play the game, go outside. My young son, you always got 1-on-1, stay in the house. I got to push him out. I put him in baseball last May. I'm going to put him in some more baseball. He don't want to do football. But I'm going to push him to get out. He likes the book when he come home. He do his homework. He jumps on the Chromebook. Then he jumps on the laptop. Then he plays a little bit of the PlayStation 15. Then he gets on his phone and go through his YouTube. And then he gets back on the laptop, play the fit, and go through his phone. It's like a routine with him. You know what I'm saying? So I pushes him out. I be like, go ahead outside. Stop. I tell him to go outside. Your boy, go play. You know, I don't play that shit. I'm not raising girls. I'm raising boys. You feel me? But yeah, those are my kids. I love them. They doing good. But you have to monitor and you have to watch them on this social media. Not only that, there's perverts out here, guys. Ladies, there's perverts out here that's on social media probably trying to say, let me order you this, let me get you this, let me get you that. You know what I mean? They know these kids are smart these days. Y'all can't lure them no more. So now y'all trying to buy them shit to get them where they want to go or meet them. Y'all got to watch this. Y'all got to watch what's going on out here. And you know what? And I was going to jump into that too. It's been affecting kids for you. It's like a drug. It really is probably anything you addicted to. It don't have to be literally crack or heroin or coke or whatever. You could be addicted to gambling. You could be addicted to gambling. And that's just crazy. You know, you could be addicted to anything. It's people that's addicted to YouTube. Honest to God, I swear to God. If y'all think I'm lying, go to that person's page and see how long he be up on his live and see if that woman or man ever get up to go to the bathroom. Now, you could sit for an hour and a half. If you go to the bathroom before you go to the live, freshen yourself up, you probably could sit an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. But in that hour and a half, hour 45 minutes, I don't know y'all, but I got my drink. I got my little cranberry grape what I shouldn't be drinking right next to me. I got to keep my mouth moist when I'm talking. You're going to go to the bathroom. Or you're going to stretch your legs. And if you got kids, you're going to be, hold on, excuse me. You know what I mean? But some people go straight through. And then when they finish their 3-hour lives, they'll post like 5 uploads. That's addicted to YouTube. When you see a dude on YouTube or female on YouTube, 1 o'clock and they finish their live 12 a.m., 1 o'clock in the morning, and you wake up and see them at 7, 8, or 9 o'clock in the morning, y'all pushing it. Y'all struggling. That's addicted to YouTube. That's crazy. And live for the drama. Live for the drama on YouTube because that makes them feel good that somebody else is feeling bad about themselves because their mother never raised them to feel good about themselves. You have to love yourself. Like I tell my children, before you love anything else. Are you kidding me? You have to love yourself before you love anybody or anything. Anybody or anything. You have to love yourself. You have to respect yourself. And it's hard because when people come with you with that negative shit and they drag you, you still got to come back. You can't fall. You can't fall. That's what they want you to do. And you know what they hate? Do y'all know what they hate? When you still pop back up and still do your thing. Because they can't break you. Simple as that. Now, we need to jump back into this, do social media, raise our children. What is your opinion on it? And I need to hurry up and put this on because I'm playing around here, y'all, and I'm very sorry. Okay, just give me about 30 seconds real quick or a minute, and I'm gonna jump right back on. I'm sorry, it's unprofessional, but I should have did this and let my other channel know that I'm on my other channel. So just give me about a minute. All right, I'm back. That didn't take long. I am back. And where we at? Do social media raise our kids? So getting back to that. Yeah, I'm up on it. I'm up on my kids with it. I'm up on my TV too. I got Parenting God on my TV. I was just telling y'all about that. If y'all go through my other channel, my other little, I got Parenting, if I'm saying it right, Parental God on my TV too. I got a y'all, if y'all have it, y'all know what I'm talking about. I got a 4-digit pin. Yeah, I got a 4-digit pin, baby. And I don't order no movies because I'm cheap. It better be $2, something that 5-6 years ago, because you have to watch these kids. Yes, I got a 4-digit pin on my TV. Therefore, Comcast try to play. I told y'all they try to play that bull that someone. No, I know my cheap ass didn't order no movies, and my kids couldn't because they don't have my pin, and I'm not giving it to them because they're the child and I'm the adult, and that's how it goes. That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So this the reason why, like I said before, the reason why I brung this up is because the young rappers killing each other, and it's starting off of social media. And if I'm wrong, like I always say, correct me respectfully. If I'm wrong, like I always say, correct me respectfully. Please correct me respectfully. Type it in my thing. I'm sorry. Please correct me respectfully. Do social media raise our kids? That's what I want to know. Do it raise our kids? Or are we raising our kids with social media? Which means, or do we agree with everything that goes on in social media? You got some parents that do agree, yo. You got some parents that's down with might not down with the cause of Black Power or BLM, Black Lives Matter, or you know, the cause of fighting for our rights, but they're down with the cause of their kids being in a gang, and they salute their sons and respect their sons and like the fact that they're in a gang and they up here popping shit and doing all this shit. Look at NBA, NBA. Am I saying it right? NBA Never Broke Again. What's his name? Youngblood. NBA. Look at him and his mother. Now, it's all right to be happy for your son. And it's all right to give your son a hug and say, you doing good. You got to do that. Let them know you love them. But don't agree with them when you know goddamn wrong, they're wrong. I'm the type, see, you know, my mother was old when she had me. She was 34 when she had me. She comes from old school. She was born in the 40s. She comes from old school. So I'm a product of my mother, because I'm not going to be around my son And he's not going to do that around me while he's on TV holding up millions of dollars. F this, F you, I got this, and your mother, F that. You're not going to do that while me. You better say, Mom, can you please leave because I'm about to do my thing. I would not support that. Talking that way around me or talking that way to a female because I'm not your age. You will respect me and you tell me to leave and I'll leave because you're young. You're going to do your thing. But I'm going to let you know I don't agree with it. I'm trying to nip it in the bud because when you say that, then the other boys are going to say something. Then you're going to say something. Then somebody's going to be knocking on my door and saying, can you identify your son? We got a tag toe, a tag on his toe. You see what I'm saying? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that at all. Nobody at all wants that. Not me. I hope I'm on the right page. Creeping late night. Yeah, I'm on the right page. Nobody wants that at all. All right, let me get to it. Turn this phone down. I don't want no interrupting. And I just notified. I just went on my page and try to see if some people could come over here and notify. If not, I'm gonna still do my thing. Y'all know how we do it. Y'all know how I do it. I'm gonna do what I want anyway. I'm gonna do what I want. Rhonda Moore. I'm on my phone. So it's getting hot here. Let me turn this air conditioner on, and we're gonna. And I'm asking y'all, do social media raise our children? So when I say that, I'm basically what I'm saying is we as mothers or fathers or whoever guardian is, we have to jump in. We have to jump in. We have to jump in sometimes. Sometimes we have to do that. You know what I mean? Sometimes y'all might think, Sakina, you going too far, but I when my sons ain't looking, definitely my 15-year-old, I go through their book bag. Yes, I do. I go right through his book bag and look in it, make sure there's no guns or nothing. And I'm not saying my son's like that. He's a very good kid. You know what I mean? But he's 15 years old. And he's hanging out there with his 15 and 16-year-old kids in the hood, and you know how it is. So for me as a mother, I have to do that. I have to jump on it because if I don't jump on it like that, hey, T, thank you for coming to my new channel, Everyday News. Please support, subscribe. If I don't jump in it, if I don't jump on him like that, someone's going to raise your kids, yo. It's a real saying. This is why I put that media up, that title up, do social media raise our children? Because if I don't jump on my son, if I don't go through his book bag, sometimes I have to go through it with him not looking because he's so naive. He's not just, but he's naive, and I don't feel like going back and forth with him. You know what I mean? And my little 11-year-old too. Though he's a little nerdy kid, but I go through it. When I go through their drawers when they're not there, I look up under the bed. I make sure they're not saying they do that, kid, because my kids don't do that, but you never know. And I'm on it just in case, because if I don't raise my children and stay on their back, definitely little boys, then the streets will grab your kids and the streets will raise your children. My mother was a single parent who worked all her life. So my brother me and him had no business, no, where we come from a hood. No different than any other hood where they kill people, sell drugs, and see crack people shooting up and all that stuff. My mother was not that type of person. She was a good person. She was a strict person. But she worked all her life. And when she went to work, we ain't have no choice but to be out and hang in our neighborhood. But because our mother raised us, we knew what to do and what not to do and what not to get into. In that neighborhood, that was a rough neighborhood that we came from. My mother was an African-American woman. We seen our father probably once every 2 years or twice every 2 years. And I love my father. He wasn't shit, but I loved him because our mother raised us not to have hate in our heart. And she worked. She was diabetic on dialysis, took her leg off, and she worked till she couldn't work no more. She retired 35 years. 35 years she worked and she retired. And I love her and I miss her. And a lot of people miss their mother. And I'll do anything to have my mother right here, right now. Anything in the goddamn world to have my mother with me today. I regret certain arguments we had, and it hurts. But there is African, Black, African-American women and Latino women and white women that lives in the trailer, that is struggling, that are good women, that don't do drugs, that is trying to take care of their kids and is struggling. You got women that probably do drugs that's still struggling trying to take care of kids, and it's probably twice as harder because they're doing the drugs. You feel me? Because they're doing the drugs. I'm just trying to say, a lot of Hold on, I'm gonna get right because it's a good time. I'm gonna get right back to it. Thank God when I had my children, I was about social media, but my grandchildren, they are all in social media. I know for a fact that my children monitor my. That's right, T. And that's good. And tell them that they got to monitor them. Don't let social media raise them. Because if you caught the first beginning, if you see what they do, and I know you already see it, T. These young rappers that's killing each other is killing each other over beef over social media. Now, I'm not condoning killing completely. But back in my time, where we come from, T, you got your ass kicked, and the coward couldn't be humiliated because he got his ass kicked in front of people. So he went and got a gun and shot the other guy that kicked his ass. That's the era I come from. I'm not saying it's right. Don't go do it. If you get your ass kicked, you just got your ass kicked. Just fight another day. But these kids, they not even touching each other. They completely in different states, beefing over each other. And when they come to a certain state that's close to that state that they was beefing with that dude over, they get murked. Slim 400, rest in peace. Before Slim 400, if I'm saying it wrong, please correct me respectfully. Slim 400 was a rapper, I believe, in LA or Florida, I believe. Just got killed. Dolph, if I'm saying it right, Dolph, he just got killed in his hometown for nothing. And we might could say, well, girl, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know why he got killed. But it's no reason for another man to take another man's life. Not at all. Not at all. Let me jump back on it. So, if we don't raise our kids, the streets is going to raise our kids. That's the right name, bro. Thank you, bro. If we don't raise our kids, the streets going to raise our kids, right? And check this out. I hear a lot of black men and a lot of men up there, and somebody said Jay-Z condoned with it and said it too, that it's the women that is the single parent black mothers that's the kids like that. Well, let me tell you something, 50 and 50. There is some black mothers out there that do condone and their son being in the gang and say, well, if they come after my son, that's them young motherfucking mothers that's in that generation. They don't come from the generation we come from. They come from that 2000 generation. They was born in the 90s. We lived the 90s. You know what I mean? So that's them mothers thinking it's okay. They had babies when they was young as hell in the 90s. That's dumb. You know what I mean? We lived in the 90s. It's like I said, my mom was a black woman that lived in the hood, and she struggled. She paid that rent, and she had a good job, but it still was a struggle. And she didn't condone no nonsense. Anybody knew my mother, she knew it. There wasn't no running in and out her motherfucking house. Her doors was locked at 9:30. Don't run in and out her house. Come to use the bathroom, wash your hand, do that, come eat that. It is mothers and black African mothers and Latino mothers that's in the hood that got value that is not like that. It is not the mother. You can raise your kid to a certain point. It's not the black African mother's fault and the single parent mother fault because their son is like that. You can raise your kid to a certain point. When they get a certain age, they're going to do what they want. You just got to pray on it that they go through the narrow tracks. And it's the father fault. It's the African-American father fault because y'all should have been there. You don't have to be with the African-American mother, or you don't have to be with the mother to be in your kid's life. Hassan Campbell, all y'all said that it's the mother fault that because y'all raised your son like that. FG Duck mother's fault. It's not FG Duck mother's fault because her son was in a gang. And maybe she do condone him being in the gang. Maybe she don't. But at a certain freaking age, you can't tell your kids what to do when they hit 17, 18, 19. You could pray on it. You could follow them. You could go out there and humiliate them in front of your friends. But the more you put that pressure on it, the more they're going to turn the other way. So you shouldn't sit up here and blame African single mothers. Excuse me. You shouldn't sit up here and blame single mothers, definitely African-American and Latino mothers, that as y'all make these kids these way. I understand what y'all saying, but that's that new generation that think it's okay for the kids to do that. You see what I'm saying? Because there's African and Latino mothers in the hood that's on their kids, but sometimes they can't help it. You got church kids that been raised up and went to jail at 18, 19, 20 for selling drugs or for killing. Is it the mother's fault? No. What they supposed to hang with their son 24/7 in the streets to keep him off? No, you're wrong about that. It's the father's fault. It starts from the African-American father, not the fucking mother. You do not have to be with the mother to be in your child's life. Now, I don't want to hear that. She won't let me see my child. I pay child support and this bitch won't let me. Man, I'm trying to see you ain't trying to see shit, low life. Now I'm upset because I don't like the fact that y'all blaming African-American women, single parents, that is the way the children is raised. It starts from the African-American man. The African-American man is the alpha. Now you're going to be with that woman and you're going to be alpha. But if you're not going to be with that woman, there's no excuse for you not to be in that child's life. You can take her to court. You can get a DNA. If that DNA says that you are the father, the judge will not deny you to see your kids every weekend or at least get them a month out the summertime. What's the fucking excuse now? If she do not give you the kid, you could take her back to court. I had a friend that tried to do that, and the cop would say, you have 24 hours, ma'am, to give this child to this man or you're going to go to jail for kidnapping. There's no fucking excuse. Cut it out. But y'all blaming single black women. It starts from the African man because he's the man. God made man first. Let's jump on it. Yo, anyway. Is social media raising our children? Because I know dag well it's not raising my child. And if y'all want some pointers, I can give it to you. This easy pointer. This is the number one pointer. I'm the child. I'm the grown up. You're the child. I'm the mother. You're the child. You will do what I tell you. If you do not like it, you can leave. Yes, you can get out. But you will do what I tell you to do in my house. Simple as that. Simple as that. Simple as that. That's right. No YouTube at all. And you know what? Back in the 90s, I'm glad you brought that up to you. Back in the 90s, my grandmother, I'm sorry, my Aunt Patsy, my grandmother was street, but she worked. She took care of herself, though. And she was bad every time she walked out the door. But my Aunt Patsy was religion. Her husband just died today. She passed away in 2017. My Uncle Will, Reverend Moore, they was religion. He passed away today, so that's another funeral I have to attend. But she was strict. When we went over, that's my mother's sister. And when we went over to her house, we didn't play that. My mom was a little lenient than her. My Aunt Patsy was strict. We did our homework. And after homework, she gave us a snack. You know, kids always told me they come home. And she gave us a snack. And she, after we did our homework, she checked it. She gave us another snack. And we got, what was it? We got to watch TV, I believe, because we got out at 2:15. From probably 3:30 to 4:30. I always know it was 45 minutes to an hour we was allowed to watch cartoons. And the same thing, her kids was older than us, so they babysit us. But she ran the same thing when they was kids. You see what I'm saying? My Aunt Patsy didn't play that. Now, she didn't take the TV from us and one of those strict religion people like that. But we was not to sit in there and watch cartoons all the way to 6-something at night at her house. You know what I mean? My Aunt Patsy was the old school woman. She had one of those couches where she still had the plastic on the couch. And you can't sleep on her couch, go in the bedroom and go to sleep somewhere. Yeah, she was old school. So, yeah, she didn't play that because TV, basically social media. Social media, TV, you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention because there's what can I say? There's things that you gotta watch on the TV. Definitely them cartoons like SpongeBob. Yeah. Let's jump on it. Like SpongeBob. And certain cartoons that's out now. What was the other cartoon? Barney, but the other one. What's the other one with all the people on Tilly Tubs? If I'm saying Tilly Tubs right, I think the Tilly Tubs. I probably pronounce it wrong. Yeah, y'all gotta watch those cartoons. I let my daughter was a Barney fan, but I cut the SpongeBob. I had to cut that off. Certain things I didn't like on SpongeBob that I would see, so I had to cut that off. Hey, Raven Willow, thanks for coming to my new channel, Everyday News, SJ Everyday News. I appreciate you coming. We just talking about social media and do social media run our kids, and how we going to intervene and stop the social media from running our kids, because there's a lot of rappers and young rappers out there, like I said, killing each other because of social media. It's because of social media. I blame social media, and we all know it's not going to stop. And nobody got my password. I didn't give my kids my password either. I don't play that, and I don't do the password thing. And y'all know how people can jump off your password. I don't play that either. I better not find. I found somebody. I say I knocked right on that door. No, you cannot, because it was, first of all, it was slowing me down. It was slowing my internet down. But I locked that. And this is when I first felt, I'm not technology. Somebody said, yo, the person over there is jumping off your this was summertime. I think like 2 years off. I said, how can they jump off my but I didn't lock my password in. So they was jumping off my Wi-Fi. And that's crazy. That's crazy. I had locked that. Mine's is locked now. But no, I'm not too cool with that. And I don't give my kids my password. And don't think that my 15-year-old boy don't ask. He asks. He be trying to get into it. I'll be looking at him like he crazy. Don't ask me again. Goodbye. I do not play that. No way. Password for what? I'm on it because I'm seeing something that I think a lot of y'all seeing. And I'm keeping it real. I don't know one solution how to stop it, because social media is so powerful. When that COVID came, best believe COVID came before March, when they shut down March 2020. COVID was out before that, but we're going to go back to March 2020. When that COVID hit, you best believe social media skyrocket. Because I jumped on in 2020 of March, because I was an outing for me to do, sitting in my house all day going crazy. You know what I mean? And that social media, not just YouTube, social media skyrocketed. Yes, when that came, yes, it went high. It really got big. So with that being, and the killing from 2020 of the summertime to right now, with the rappers killing each other, who gave y'all permission to kill each other on social media? Who gave y'all permission to pop shit to each other? And because y'all so big and famous on social media, logical common sense, your death is going to play on social media. And do y'all have the decency and the nerves to hear these young kids say, I'ma smoke them in my cigarette pack, I'ma roll them up and I'ma smoke them? That's the mothers that allow her freaking sons and raise their kids to hate and say some shit like that, because that's hate. When you talk on a dead person and you happy that person's soul is not in this world, and you talk on that person's soul like that, that means you raise your children with hate. You're not allowed to say, I can't, Mom, I can't do it. Mom, I can't. You can't say that in my house, because I wasn't allowed to say there's no such thing as I can't. You put your mind to it, you could do it. Try. Practice make perfect. And you cannot say, I hate, or I hate you, or I hate this, because nobody understands. Words is powerful, is lethal, is a sword. It's in the Bible. Hate is a strong word. I don't hate my enemies. I dislike them, because I have to keep an eye open. I have to keep them at the end of the spoon. But I don't hate my enemies at all. You know what I mean? Hate's a strong, and I don't allow my kids to say hate. Now, whatever they doing out there, I don't know. You don't know what your kids is doing when they hanging out. My son goes out and he hangs out. I don't know what he's doing out there. I could probably put a hint to what he's doing out there, but I don't know what he's really doing out there. And me, in my condition, I can't be out there. He ain't going to want no mother around him 24/7 hanging out with his friends. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I just became a single parent in October. On October 24th of 2021, I became a single parent. Now, I was a single parent before 13 years ago, but for the last 13 years, I had their father, and we was in a relationship. But this, from seeing my mother being a single parent, this is nothing new to me. I'm already on it. Is it struggle? Yeah, it's a struggle, but I'm already on it. It's not also as though it's a mother's fault that's really trying to raise her kid in an environment she can't get out of. And he still wants to go left instead of going right. What is she supposed to do? Take a switch and a belt and beat a 16 and 17, 18-year-old little girl and a little boy that's 16, 17, 18 that's about to come into their adulthood? No. No, she can't do that. She can hurt herself and hurt the kid, and then times change. You can't beat your kids no more. You can't even punish your kids no more. That's another subject. Dices. They something else. Was it Child Protection Service? You're going to hear from Sakina Jones. It's something else. And a lot of people are scared to talk about it on this social media because they probably don't want their freaking business out there. But y'all know what I know. There's something else. It's a fucking gimmick. It's called milk money. They take the children and they can care less about these black families and these Latino families. You got a white girl right around where I live say I had a child support case 8 times. I'm sorry about that. I had a child protection service, a DICES, we call them DICES, a child protection service case 8 times, and they didn't take my kids. This little white woman said that. And this was about 3 or 4 years ago. We all waiting for the bus putting our kids on. Now, I'm not saying some kids is a Bruce that shouldn't be in the house because I don't tolerate a Bruce. You got to understand the Bruce from discipline. No, I'm not saying that. But the child protection service is full of shit. Just like Comcast and everything else that surrounds it. It's full of shit. And we're going to jump on that another time because it seems like people scared to talk about the child protection service. They're full of shit. I done seen some shit that I done read some stories that I don't even think I can mention on here. Put it like this. We're going to jump off the DICES shit too. Put it like this. Some DICES caseworkers ain't in this world with us anymore. That's all I'm going to say. Because of the fucking lies and the bullshit of saying they're going to get their kids back, and they did everything and they never got their kids back. Let's leave it alone. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We're going to jump on that another day. I'll do another live about that another day because we're going to break the coating on that. Let's jump back to social media. Do that, raise our kids. Do social media raise our kids? Do social media raise our kids, or do social media raise your kids? Think about the title. Sit and think about the title. Say it to yourself. Put your hands on your what's that? What Martin Luther King used to do? Put his hands on his tip. Do social media raise our children? If we don't raise our children and jump in and raise our, you know what raise your kids mean? On some real shit. Do you know what raise your kids mean? Raise your kids, not rate. Being there for your kid. All parents can be there for their kids, but you do have some mothers that was born in the 90s that had babies when they was probably like 13, 14, 15, coming up 2000, that wasn't raised themselves, that agree with everything their kids do. You can know your kid is lying. If you raise your children like me, if somebody come to me and say my 15-year-old son did this, he knocked on the door, he ran, he threw the rock, he broke it, it's going to happen. If somebody come to me and say that, I would say such and such. Did you do that? And before he can answer for me, just looking at my son and knowing my child, before he answer, I know he did it. Just from looking at his face expression. I know you did it, so don't even answer. Because you better not lie to me. You see what I'm saying? You do have parents in this world. This little girl, no more than 6, twerking, bent over, dancing with her father. Damn, and he has a red cup in his hand, and he's behind her dancing, and it's right. And I bet you those are black people too, T. Little girl twerking, bent over at 6 years old, dancing with her father with a red cup in his hand. That's the fucking ones that was born in the 90s. Not the ones that lived in the 90s. I wish my daughter wouldn't even think at 6 years old. She's grown now. That been twerk, and her dad wouldn't even go behind her letting her do that. What's up with the fathers these days, since y'all want to keep talking about the African mother and the African fucking woman, and if they dominate in this, and this? What about the African American fathers that allow their daughters to do that shit? Allow their daughters to twerk at 6 and 11 and 10. Because back then, I was a damn tomboy. I was a tomboy out of all tomboys. I was not nowhere near girly girl. But one thing about my dad, we only seen him once or twice every 2 years. And when we seen him, I had to dress up, and I had to put a dress on. Me and my brother go out there with him, and I better play the little girl role, because that tomboy shit wasn't kicking with my motherfucking dad. I'm going to tell you from the door. And we ain't see my dad much. He wasn't shit. But when I was with him, I was the girly girl of the world. Keep your legs closed. And I tell you to close your goddamn legs. Yeah, he didn't play that. No, my dad from Lane City, New Jersey. Shit. And yeah. So that they didn't see nothing wrong. And the mom and dad of the little girl 6 years old who was twerking, shaking her ass behind her father, who was drinking some shit in a red cup, they said they didn't see nothing wrong with it. They said they didn't see nothing wrong with their fucking daughter twerking at 6 years old. You know what twerking means? That means shaking her little ass. What ass she got? She only been in the world 6 fucking years. So that's very nasty to see, first of all. Twerking. They don't see nothing wrong. I wonder what age they are. Because they must be about 20, 29, or 28. 6 years old girl. And that's not the only videos that I've seen either, T. I seen a lot of little girls doing that, and a lot of little boys out there thinking they fucking men. Where's the African-American father at? Since y'all want to blame, it's the African-American mother that makes their sons the way they make their sons. It's little Duck's mother's fault because he got killed. No, the fuck it ain't. No, the fuck it ain't. Why is it her fault? Why is it her fault? How you know she didn't do the best she could for him? Like I said, it's guys that was in church, that grew up in a Pentecostal church, in a Baptist church, a Catholic church, that grew up in a strict family. Muslim men grew up in a strict family and still went to jail for shooting and killing and selling drugs. They make movies about it all the time. Movies about it all the time. Single mothers trying their best to keep their kids from their daughters from hookering, and their daughters from getting traffic caught up in traffic and all the shit, and their sons from selling drugs. They try it all the time, but sometimes you do have mothers that work and have to work to keep a roof over their kids' heads, so they don't know what their kid is doing out there in the hood, in that environment. Everybody's trying to get out that environment, and only one or two is going to make it out. So don't sit up there and say it's Duck's fault that his mother got that FGB Duck mother. It's her fault. It's not her fault. It's not the mother's fault. It's not NBA mother fault because he went to jail. Now, upholding your kid is one thing wrong. That's wrong to uphold them. That is wrong to uphold them. And that can guide them down that wrong track. But don't say it's their fault. No mothers want to see their son dead or come on. When are y'all going to take your accountability? African American, Mehdi Hassan, and the Jay-Z's, and all y'all African men that think it's the African American single mother's fault, the African single parent mother fault. The mother that's a single parent that's African, y'all think it's her fault, her son is that way. No, it starts from the father. When are y'all going to take accountability? It starts from the father. You don't have to be with that woman to be in your child's life. Little girls need their father too. Little girls need their father too. Are you kidding me? Little girls need their daddies too. Huh? Who can relate? I had a lot of friends that came and went. I had a friend that got shot when she was 16 years old by BGF in the head. Bullet straight in the head and killed my friend. And she's a student. going to the mall, just chilling. And the young boy that killed her, BGF, we grew up with him too. We grew up with his family too. And it's sad because he hid in the graveyard and he was crying because he didn't really mean to do it. And it was sad. 16-year-old young kid gone for the rest of his life. And my best friend dead. And this is going back in 94, 95. Little girls need their daddies too. Y'all don't have to be in a mother's life to get your child. And y'all can fight for your child. If that DNA says your child, that judge is going to give y'all rights to see that child. And if that mother don't give that child up within that 24-hour time when y'all have the right to have your time, she can go to jail for kidnapping. Trust me. I had a friend that tried that shit. And the cop told her, you better give her up because you can see your child. So stop sitting up there saying it's the single parent fault that made their sons like that. I can understand what y'all saying in certain situations, as in them upholding them. I can understand that part. But I don't believe it's the mother's fault that their son is out there shooting and banging and shooting and killing. I believe it starts with the father. If that's the case, then ask where the fuck is their father at? Where's y'all father? And y'all men that's not in jail, and y'all know y'all son is out there killing each other, and they big time rappers killing each other. Please step up. Please step up and talk to him or say something to him, because we're getting blamed for that action. Because at the end of the day, I got 2 sons. I have a daughter that's in college, and I have 2 sons. And check these words out. I don't care how hard. I don't care how much I go through their book bags when they're not looking. Look up under the mattress and put 4 digits on my TV and control his PlayStation 4. I, as a female, cannot raise him to be a man. And his father died last month or 2 months ago. I, as a female, cannot raise them to be men. Regardless how hard I am on them. I can show them love. I can guide them, but I can't raise them to be men. I could try my best. Which I'm trying. Thank God I got an older brother. Because I'll shift from down there in a minute. I tell him I'll sit you right down where he at in a minute. And my older brother drive trucks. I'll sit you right down there in a minute because I'm not going to go through it. Well, I got good kids. They average little boys. Boys going to be boys, right, y'all? Boys going to be boys. You see what I'm saying? They showed the front chest down. People on social media are coming at them hard because they really believe it was nothing wrong with that. Yeah, they was black. Probably was black. I'm surprised they didn't show their face if they was black, because for some reason social media like to show all negative things about black people. But when we find something about white people or something else, they don't want to show that. They'll take our channel down fast as hell with that. I'm surprised they didn't show their face. That's crazy. I'm surprised they didn't show their face. Mm-hmm. Because that was it. Okay. I'm surprised they didn't show their face. I had put something up when I seen something negative and some violence. We're not going to talk when they took that shit down fast as hell. Was white people. But you know what? This is SJ Everyday News. We're going to switch it up. I'm going to be doing a lot of lives. I'm going to be hitting the streets. I just want to get my right equipment to go out in the streets. I'm going to be using my phone at first. But you know what? I want the microphone. I want to be professional like the news people do it. You know how they be having the microphone and the camcorder? That's how I want to do it, like that. So we're going to be doing a lot of things on this Everyday News, and don't let social media run your kids, because best believe your kids is watching these rappers go back and forth at it. And my son's watching them as I speak. I don't want them to, but like we should come to solution. Like I said, I don't know how to stop this. Only how far I could go as in putting a code on it, guiding them. I'm in my room, they in their room. He knows better. Don't get, before he was a little rowdy, you got to calm down. Because you can't be getting rowdy and all that stuff. You must have thought I wasn't here or something. You know what I mean? So we got to guide them through this social media, because this social media is raising our children. And we have to think about what it's going to be like. It's already 2022. What it's going to be like in 2030 if we still here. What's it going to be like in 2030 if we still here? with this social media. Because y'all, for real, if y'all feel me where I'm coming from rapidly, these kids, these rappers are killing each other rapidly. I mean, it's like fast, like killing each other, oh, like fast. Young Dolph just got killed about 3 weeks ago, and now Slim 400 just got killed three or 4 days ago. I might be wrong, right? So this social media is what's new right now. What's new right now today? This is Saturday, guys. I'm sure it's Saturday where y'all at. What's new right now is going to be old by Monday coming up. That's social media. What's new on social media this Saturday will be old before next Saturday hit. That's social media. You got to stay up with that pace. You see what I'm saying? That's social media. We can't let social media raise our kids. We can't let the streets raise our kids. There's so many things that's out there that's negative in this world that's trying to inflate, that come to our situation and come to our family. A family that prays together stays together. A family that prays together stays together. You gotta have a higher power in that household. As a single parent or as a family with a mother and a father, or a mother and a mother, or a father and a father in there, you have to have that higher power. You have to have guidance with your kids. Get in their life. Tell them you love them. If they bad, put them on punishment. You cannot let your kids uphold your kids when they do something wrong. Now, I'm not saying swing off the handle and beat the shit out of them, or take away something they love. But you can't uphold them when they wrong. You let them know, I'm going to be there for you, but you was wrong. And I might face it one day. I don't know. But we can't let social media or the streets raise our kids. If we don't jump in it now and get on their backs, then the streets will raise our children. And we don't want that. Right? I say again, correct me respectfully if I'm wrong. Y'all know how I am. I'm a very honest person. I feel as though social media is the blame for these young rappers killing each other over and over and over again. How they hollering and screaming back on social media, who got the most car, who was living the worst life, who's in the struggle, who's the toughest, who been there, who got the more movie. Boy, if I see you, I'll kill you. Who got to prove themselves to each other? That's social media. And it's sad because they're so brainwashed. When you die, your death is going to play on social media. And after you die, these kids was raised with hate in their heart. They talking about how they glad they died, how they smoke them up and smoking Tukey, and they put them up in this blunt and they smoking them motherfuckers. God, that's a lot of hate. From us coming from slavery, from our ancestors going through slavery and getting us to where we are today. That's a lot of hate. And the hate is large. With my black community and the Latinos, the hate is large. It's white rappers out there. There's a lot of them now. And they're good. Go to their page. And they're good. There's good white rappers out there that's probably better than some of the black. I'm keeping it real. But not once did I hear them say they're going to roll that white boy up that they killed and smoke him. If he's dead, he's dead. Leave it alone. How can you be happy because another soul is not in this world anymore? Wouldn't you be more man enough and more happy if you whooped his ass with your hands instead of killing him? Why is a soul so worth of killing instead of beating the soul up with your hands and letting the person live where they can fight another day? But y'all rather take that person's life. What do you get out of taking his life? Idiots. Now you want to run. And all you did was make the boy that you killed enemies say they want to smoke him. After what we've been through in slavery, with the young black men getting their pee-pee cut off, them getting lynched, them getting hung, and the white man coming, taking their wife out and raping their wife, making babies. And y'all actually happy that another black man is dead to where y'all want to put him in a package and smoke his ashes? Now I can understand what some of the rappers, big time rappers, are saying. That's when I blame the mother, because that's hate. That's because you didn't raise your son to write and tell him words are like a sword is in the Bible. 15 years. With my youngest child. All 5 of my children. 4 boys, 1 girl. And yes, it was hard. And I know it was hard. My Aunt Patsy, my Aunt Patsy had 4 girls and 1 boy, and the boy's the oldest, and she was strict. You know, my Aunt Patsy was strict, boy. They all made something out of themselves. She was strict. So I believe you, T. I believe it was 4 boys on top of that. I got 2, and I'm dealing with 1. My 15-year-old. So I know you, and you got to be on them. And us as females, see how are we going to be on it? How far are we going to be on these boys? Because at the end of the day, we was born female, so we can do our best so they could grow up and be decent men, but we really can't raise them as a man, because we're not men. And we just hope that they don't go left. We hope they stay on the right tracks. That's why I tell you, I'll be on it, and I don't see nothing wrong with me going through my son's book bag and going through it. I'll be on it. I don't play that. The school call me, I'll be on it. I have to be on it. And I have to let him know, you're going to fear me before you fear anybody out in that streets, because I'm trying to raise you the right way. And y'all know, if we don't get dumb, it take a village to raise a kid. The streets will raise your children. So I say again, do social media. Raise your child. Y'all got to get it together. Y'all got to get it together. We got to get it together. Forget y'all. Me too. We got to get it together, because this social media is powerful. Y'all not seeing what I'm seeing. They shut down Kmart. Where I'm at, they shut down Macy's and Sears. There's a store called Sears, and there's a big time store. Macy's and Sears was a big time store. JCPenney's is holding on by a shrink. And these are big time stores that be in big time parades. Macy's, JCPenney's. They're shutting them down where I'm at. Do y'all get it? Y'all not getting it? Kmart shut down. Social media is going to take over this world. And social media is a robot. Are y'all getting it now? We already got Big Brother in the sky, but y'all don't want to talk about that. Let's keep it back on. Is social media raising y'all children? You know, so it's going on an hour and a minute. I've been on here enough. If those that didn't come, if y'all catch up to it, please hit the like, subscribe. Thank you for coming, T. I really appreciate it. Realist, bro, I'm going to hit you up on the email. Thank you for coming. I'm going to go ahead and start dinner. Please keep in mind what I'm saying. Look at the title. Say it to yourself. Is social media raising our kids? We got to come together. There's one more thing that I want to say. Actually, 2 more things that I want to say. The first thing that I want to say is a small YouTubers that's under 1,000. We need to get together. We need to start networking off of each other, build off of each other, and bring somebody else in and pay it forward. And the second thing is I want to appreciate everybody for coming to my live. This is the first live I did on SJ Everyday News. Thank you. This channel is going to be up and popping. There's a lot of challenge. I'm going to be challenging myself too, y'all. So please stick with me. I know it takes a lot of heart for me to do what I'm doing. I'm going to be hitting the street and interviewing people on politics, on talent, and everything. So it's going to take a lot for me to do what I got to do. Right now it's cold, so I'm going to get a little bit in, but when it gets warmer, we're going to see a little bit more of the new talent that's out there and the fresh talents that's out there, okay? And if y'all feel generous, y'all can hit my Cash App up, lowercase letter SJ S Jones 101, need a kidney. Holler at your girl Sakina Jones. I really appreciate y'all for coming. Thank you for stopping by. T Realist, you know I ain't got nothing but love for you. I'm gonna hit you on an email. Peace.